We're talking about coaches' lives and things like that. But you want to take a stab at the number?
I think
1
7.
week from 7 jobs will be open.
I think 7. Yeah, I would say 7.
So 5 more come open?
You have 2 already, right?
Right.
I think Arizona potentially comes open. Miami's 50-50, I would say. Atlanta, does this surge at the end? Does this change the dynamic? They already have consultants in there. There are a fair amount of teams out there that have these questions. So I think we probably get to about 7. I think Vegas is 1, and Vegas will be interesting because, Brady's been pretty involved there.
I'm going to ask you a question that I've never asked, certainly involving a Ravens-Steelers game. Are these coaches coaching for their jobs?
Having talked to people in both those places over the last few weeks, it doesn't feel quite the same. I personally think it'd be more likely that there would be change in Pittsburgh than Baltimore. But, this conversation has been amped up again. I think with Baltimore, you do have big picture decisions coming this offseason, right? The biggest one is like Lamar and his contract. If you look at the setup of the Steelers, and you look at the age of some of their key players, you look up and down that roster, and there are older players in key spots all over the place. And so, organically, there is a reset coming, and that is going to naturally invite big picture questions when your coach has been there for 19 seasons. Now, that doesn't mean they don't respect the job that Mike Tomlin's done. Of course they do, but it's all right. Do we go forward now knowing that this might take some time? And do we feel good that Mike Tomlin's going to be here in year 22? Yeah, I don't think there will be a firing, to be clear. It could happen with Mike walking away. I don't have any information that he's ready to do that, but that's certainly something when a guy's been in one place for 19 years, you have to consider. The other thing that could happen, if you're thinking creatively, are you picking up the phone and saying, hey, would you be interested in trading Mike Tomlin to us? So that's the other way it could happen.